All right, we're coming back to our chatbot, and we want to make it so our chatbot has a better functionality. We talked about how we can add buttons in there, and so we can have some more information. And what that requires us to do is we have to change a bit of the structure that's inside our existing code. And so we have on screen, we have our chat controller and our chatbot, the two files that are involved with that change. And what we need to do is we need to make it so that when we're talking from the interface, that we can send information about which button we're working with, so we can send that to the chatbot. Because again, the panel itself, the view that we're working with, has no idea the chatbot even exists. But we want to be able to send that information, so we use the power of parameters that we can use for that. So we have two different parameters we now are going to change with that. And so in our interactive chatbot method, we're going to make it so it has, instead of just a single text parameter, we're going to add an int choice parameter, which identifies what choice we're talking about. And we pass that choice information on to our chatbot vis-a-vis the process text method. And over here we have the process text. And process text, originally we randomly picked the topic choice just by, oh, here, talk about this when we're using our pop-up version or our regular string console version, just randomly picked a topic for us. Instead, however, we're going to move that topic choice, we're going to move it up here as a parameter, so it's selected by the user when they click on the button. And that information gets sent from the user's interface through the controller and then comes back over here to the model so it can reflect on it and use it appropriately. And so then we're going to use that same variable right here, that topic choice variable we had originally just to randomly pick a topic. It's now going to go and send to our choose topic. And that's where we're going to get the numbers we're going to work with inside our project. So we can grab that value. So, oh, if it's choice 0, it's going to be tech. If it's choice 1, it's going to be joke list. If it's choice 2, we'll get a random topic out of that. So we can attach those numbers to it. So the numbers we have right here identify what we want to use as the parameters inside our panel when we send the appropriate choice selection to that. And so we already have that picked up. We already made this part of the functionality when we were first doing just the random selection with that. But now we're going to set it so we can build it inside our chatbot as well. And so that's where we're going to go back to our chat panel and go to the listeners and make that change appropriately. So go ahead and open the panel up over here at the same time so we can have that listed. And so here inside our chat panel, we have all of our listeners right here. And we already have the information right on how to do the basic structure with our original chat button, where I just sent it 10 as the default value. We're going to make it so it's updated now so it can work with every single different function we're working with that, using the numbers we already have assigned when our choose topic, that private method that's accessed internally. So even though this is private, we can send the appropriate information to it because we have it and we designed it ourselves, and we can send it to that. So what we're going to do is for all these different listeners, we're going to just grab the text, and string text equals chat field dot get text, and we'll grab that lovely value, and then we're going to say the update display, and parens, that's Java. So if my Java topic right here is my choice 4, so we're going to send that to then text comma 4 to that update display so it can grab that appropriate value. And we're going to repeat that process down here for each of our different listeners for all that we're doing. So I'll go over here inside Mythical, and also, again, it's going to be the string text equals chat field dot get text. And then we call update display. And this time we're going to pass it for update display, since it's mythical, fantasy creatures is choice 5. So we'll go ahead and pass it text and 5. And then tech button is that first choice right there, so it'll be 0. So we'll do the same thing right here. And so string text equals chat field dot get text. And then update display. And pass it text and 0. Now, again, I'm writing this code out by hand, not copy pasting it, because I want to make sure I have that mental association of what I'm actually typing with my fingers and getting a little bit of muscle memory attached to it. So I practice writing my code, and that's why I always encourage my students and you as well to make sure you write the code out. That way you have a little bit more muscle memory, instantly copying and pasting code from some source, because you can have a better idea of what you're actually working with and as you go along with that. And so we want to continue building that process all the way down. And again, this is going to then call our update display method, which is going to send that text and that selection to the controller. The control, of course, then interacts with the chatbot as appropriately. It then appends that to the text area, appends the response as well, and resets the text field so we can keep on typing and working with that. And so now if I run my program, I've attached listeners for my lovely mythical creatures button. So we'll just go ahead and there, mythical creatures. And did you know about the lich? I did. Cool. Click on it again, get a different mythical creature, and Ifrit. Oh, also nifty. So you've got some really cool stuff that I can actually talk about. If I go ahead and click right here and then do the Java topic, boom. This Java topic uses the to-do if else. Okay, cool. nifty stuff. So I've got that lovely project. I've actually made stuff happen, and that's where I can use that lovely functionality and feature of using that choose topic that was called here in the publicly available method of process text, and we made it so instead of being randomly selected, it's now chosen by a parameter that we then use inside our controller vis-a-vis our lovely interact with chatbot method. And so now we have a refactored bit of Java code that we can use and have more functionality using buttons and doing cool stuff. Take a look at the other videos to see how to make the buttons and all that stuff happen, but that's how you can do some cool stuff inside your program. Have a good day. Cheers. See you next time. Bye.